If you are like me, you're always in need of a thank you card. Well, today I'm going to share some thank you card ideas that will help you create your thank you cards in a matter of minutes using metal word dies. So let's go ahead and get started. To create this card, there are some basic items you're going to need. You're going to need some cardstock, add a little Dazzle craft metal sheet, your favorite embossing folder, and some word dies. Once you have these things together, you will be on your way to creating a simple yet stunning thank you card. Now, to begin with, you're going to take this piece of golden glimmer craft metal sheet and you're going to place it inside your embossing folder. Make sure that the logos are facing up and that the color of your metal sheet is facing up. Please note that all measurements and supply lists with detailed instructions is available on my blog in PDF format, so make sure to check that out. So once you place this metal sheet in your embossing folder, go ahead and emboss it, and you're going to end up with a piece like this. Now, there are several ways that you can create this look on your metal sheet. There are times when I recommend that you use acetone remover, and there are times when I recommend that you use a sanding block. In this case, I recommend that you use a sanding block because these are larger images, and because the images are close together, you're not going to get this flattened area sanded. So I'm going to take this sanding block and I'm just going to go over it. If you go over this enough, you can pretty much clear all this area, but what happens is that sometimes it gets into this flattened area and then the metal will come off. So I'm just going to leave it as is, and I'm going to take this microfiber cloth and I'm going to remove the metal residue. Now I still have some of the metal on there and I want to remove it. So I'm going to use acetone remover with a Q-tip. And I'm going to dip it in there and come in over the area that's embossed, and you're going to see how it starts removing the leftover metal. This allows me to clean it nicely without having to worry that I start getting into the metal in the flattened areas. And so in order to save you some time, I would go over it with the sanding block first, and then if you want a more clean look, then come back in with the Q-tip and finish cleaning it up. And this will make the process much easier and faster, as that's what you want when you're looking for thank you card ideas. You want to keep it simple. And so here I'm cleaning it up, and I'm going to continue to do this until all the metal is removed. So I've gone ahead and finished cleaning up my piece, and I'm ready to attach this to my card front. So I've already folded my card base in half, and I flipped my piece around and I placed sticky strip along the four walls. Then I'm going to come in with this paper piercing tool and I'm going to take off the red film. Keep in mind that when you are attaching metal to cardstock, that you have two options that you can use. You can use the red liner tape, such as I'm using here, or you can use the ATG gold runner tape. That one works just as well. And so I'm centering it right there and attaching it. Then I've gone ahead and taken this piece that I've created and matted with brushed gold cardstock and very vanilla cardstock, and I went ahead and embossed it with the same image here. I placed stamping dimensionals along the back, and I'm going to attach it right here to my card front, and this is the area where I am going to place my sentiment. So in order to create that, I'm going to use this word die from my favorite stamps. So you're going to take your magnetic platform and place a cutting plate on top and take your piece of metal and put it on top. Then you're going to take the die and you're going to put the thank and the U right there, and it's going to hold in place. It might move a little bit as you see here, but that's okay because we're not going to need the strip as it is. Then you're going to place this on top and you're going to run it through your Big Shot. you're going to end up with these pieces like this. So I'm going to show you a product that I use that helps me adhere these pieces to my card front. So now that I've die cut my pieces, I'm ready to attach them. And so I'm going to determine exactly how I want them on here before I proceed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Beacon 3-in-1 adhesive glue. And I'm going to flip this piece over and carefully come in there, squeeze a little bit, and just put it on the metal. And so you don't have to cover it completely, but you want to get some on there. Okay, one more right there. So that's my first piece, and I'm going to flip it around and place it right there and just press down. And once this dries, this metal will not come off of this cardstock piece. And this is great for all those little intricate pieces in areas and where you need to be able to apply adhesive without it being such a difficult thing to do. And I love it because it doesn't smear and it allows me to move. And as you can see, it's that easy. Let it dry and then go ahead and line your card on the inside so you have an area on which to write. You can add some extra stamps here if you want. That would look pretty, or you could just stamp your sentiment and write your thank you message. And as you can see, this is a very easy thank you card idea using Add a Little Dazzle craft metal sheets and word dye. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I invite you to visit me at www.addalittledazzle.com so you can download your free PDF tutorial with all measurements, a supply list, and step-by-step instructions for creating this card. In addition, I invite you to sign up for my newsletter. Starting this week, newsletter subscribers will be receiving a special edition series that we're starting this week on how to make thank you cards for a lot of different occasions. We're coming up to graduations, weddings, showers, and we always need thank you cards. And so I'm going to teach you how to make thank you cards for different occasions and for different people in your life. In addition, I'm going to give you some tips on how to write the perfect thank you card. So you don't want to miss out. You have to be on our newsletter, so make sure to sign up for that. I also invite you to sign up on our YouTube channel. That way, as soon as we release a video, you will be the first one to know about our video. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at monica@addalittledazzle.com. Thanks, and have a dazzling day.